I'm speaking to all officers and staff of the Salvation Army, Australian Southern Territory. I want to talk with you about the annual self-denial appeal for 2012 and to express the great need that exists worldwide for funds to open, build and maintain our global mission operations. The territorial launch will be on Sunday 26th of February and the altar service Sunday will be the 1st of April 2012. The theme for the appeal this year is Self-Denial Stories. The video material and handout material will contain the real-life stories of men and women who are engaged in overseas service and the communities that have been assisted by the Salvation Army. In all cases, their lives have been profoundly changed by God, and these stories carry the weight of their personal testimony. This year, we focus on 4 countries: Nepal, the Philippines, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Suriname. More importantly, we will learn about Lakshmi, Roberto, Charlotte and Mandy, 4 people who testify to the transforming work of God and the support they've received from the Salvation Army. Lakshmi shares about the simple gift of a sewing machine, which she tells us offers her employment, meaning and hope. She speaks of coming to know Christ as her personal Lord and Saviour because someone cared for her, loved her and helped her. Roberto's story walks us through the destruction of a typhoon and his recurrent homelessness. Roberto found the assistance he needed and now he and his family attend the Tanay Corps. His personal testimony is simple. I'm proud to belong to the family of God under the banner of the Salvation Army. The self-denial story of Charlotte is an extreme example of a life-changing journey. Charlotte shares the destruction of civil war. You'll hear her talk about, almost matter-of-factly, the disappearance of her father, the death of her mother by a machete-wielding soldier and the birth of a child as a result of her brutal treatment. Then Charlotte tells us about the day the Salvation Army arrived and led her to safety, provided food, offered her permanent shelter and a garden to work. She now lives in a small village where 210 homes were provided and over 1,000 people live in relative peace, paid for by the Salvation Army, Australian Southern Territory's Self-Denial Appeal Funds. Your gift and those of your Corps members directly change lives. Her testimony is so simple. Thank God for the Salvation Army. Finally, the production and resources you will share with your Corps members tells the story of Mandy. Mandy is a soldier from the New Zealand Territory. She tells with charm and humour the terror of caring for 30 children in a small children's home in Ramoth in Suriname, in the tropical Caribbean territory. She'll describe the challenges of ministering in a place where resources are scarce, language barriers are difficult, and staffing issues mean that she is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mandy testifies that God is gracious through her incredible challenges. Mandy is only one of 48 officers and lay workers from Australia and New Zealand territories serving in developing countries. I want to name an ongoing challenge regarding tax and non-tax deductible gifts. While for some people, their ability to give is greater when they receive a tax-deductible receipt, many people really do not require one and will not benefit from one. As a Corps leader, I would ask that you encourage your people to consider a non-tax deductible gift because this gives International Headquarters the flexibility to distribute funds where they are needed most. Tax-deductible contributions are restricted by taxation law and can only be used in government-approved countries and on government-approved projects. I encourage you to look at the material as it arrives at your Corps and read the handouts, watch the DVDs and immerse yourself in it. Please make sure you use the full 6-week DVD series in all your public meetings and add a prayer focus and time for people to consider their response. The self-denial appeal runs into the Lenten period and the Holy Week of Easter. I ask that you help your Corps folk to see the natural connection between these 3 significant events and the spiritual implications for them. We already have the transformational stories of Lakshmi, Roberto, Charlotte and Mandy. I wonder what the transformational stories will be for those who engage in self-denial, who consider self-denial, who live self-denial and who give to self-denial. I want to thank you for your continuing effort to maximise the self-denial appeal and to lead your people on a spiritual journey of giving to God. I celebrate your faithfulness, your sacrifice and the commitment that you make to the ministry which is yours. God bless you and all who serve God in undertaking this wonderful transformational ministry.